Open our third year, Chapter 10, Ceasefire. As Jared Ethan, stunned by his declaration next to you, Tobias and Harper look similarly shocked. Wait, you're back? Ethan, what do you mean? Bloom fired a shot and missed. What happened? The board held a full hearing at Bloom's request. They determined that since the study was exploratory in nature, that the patient's inclusion didn't actually impact the data negatively. There were no grounds for suspension. I got a fairly stern talking to, but beyond that, the incident is settled. So... I'm surprised, I have to admit. I figured Bloom would seize the chance to force you out once and for all. Bloom forgot that money might buy you a lot, but it doesn't buy you years of goodwill with the hospital board. In that room, at least Bloom only gets one vote, no matter how much money he might throw at it. Oh man, I wish I would have been there to see his face. Still, I think I'll go see Bloom and see what I can do to smooth things over. We don't want him coming after the team in some sort of revenge. In the meantime, perhaps we should all keep a low profile, maybe hold off on taking new cases until the dust is settled. Meanwhile, I'm impatient to get back to helping patients. I think that's wise. Let us know how it goes, Harper. And by the way, it's good to have you back, Ethan. She leaves the office, and Tobias gets up shortly after. Shaking his head in amusement, you and Ethan are left alone in the office. Okay, so you're quiet. Relax, it's all over now. Didn't I tell you it would play out in my favor? You certainly did. But don't get cocky. I'm worried, Ethan. I think you're being overconfident about this. I'd say I'm exactly right amount of confident for a good reason. Didn't I tell you that the vote was likely to go my way? Yes, but if you really think Bloom won't try something again, you're mistaken. Oh, I'm sure he will try again and he'll fail, just like he did this time. In fact, Bloom's been neutralized. From here on out, I'm confident things will go a lot more smoothly. Here's hoping you're right. After rounds, you head to the cafeteria to meet your friends for lunch. A wave of pleasant nostalgia passes over you as you spot Sienna beaming and waving you over to your usual table. Casey, over here. I tried to wait for you, but then I decided eating pizza was more important. Eating is the wrong word. Inhale is far more accurate. Aurora rolls her eyes, but her lips curve into a smile. Elijah chuckles, sharing an easy wink with you. So, the cafeteria, huh? Miss this place. All the new perks, free lunches are great, but sitting down together at the same table again feels nostalgic. I know, right? I feel like so long ago since we were first sitting here. And the food has only gone downhill from here. Actually, it's kind of weird that Bloom spent so much on upgrades for the hospital, but left the cafeteria food exactly the same. If he'd changed the slice of perfection, I'd have rioted. Seriously? Are we in the same cafeteria right now? Honestly, I had a craving for the weird cafeteria pizza. All high-end snack foods and catered lunches, just can't replace it. I too actually miss my high school pizza. You mean the cardboard textured slab of maybe cheese submerged into a pool of grease? Oh yeah, baby. Finger looking good. I'm with Bryce on this one. I've been dropping by the cafeteria almost every day this week. Okay, Bryce I knew had no taste, but you? Honestly, with the boards coming up, I've been in serious need of comfort food lately. The mashed potatoes in the caf are full of butter, and that's like a food hug. Oh god, every time I even hear the word boards, I get anxious. I really haven't been studying as much as I should. What about all the studying we did at the cat cafe? You knew all that stuff cold. Sure, but I haven't really knuckled down since then. It's not like one night is enough studying for a whole thing. I keep meaning to cram in little during my breaks, but there are kids in the pets ward who really need some extra cheering up. You'll be fine, Sienna. You've got nothing to worry about. Are you worried, Jackie? Not in the slightest. Babysitting a couple dozen interns is like a daily crash course in every medical fundamental under the sun. I feel reasonably prepared, and we still have plenty of time before the actual exam. It's been very well, pretty hectic with all the changes, but I'm hoping that now that things have settled down a bit, I'll have more time to study. What about you, Elijah? Are you feeling confident? I've lucked out. Baz and Zayd have basically both stepped in to be my personal board members, or mentors. Whoa, how'd you manage that? Just by being awesome, I guess. They're too anxious to risk losing me in the lab. That's awesome, Elijah, but I can't say it's surprising. You're doing such great work there. Thanks, Casey. I gotta admit, it feels pretty good to have both the good and evil twin want me around that much. Sounds like a hell of a lot of stress that I'm glad I don't have to worry about. I think that what Bryce means is you're all gonna do great. You're some of the smartest, most insightful doctors I've ever met, and Raph's phone pings mid-sentence. He pauses a moment to read the text and then frowns slightly in surprise. Sorry, but looks like I've gotta go. Everything okay? Better than okay. I was supposed to have an appointment with Pedro Cruz today. The star pitcher for the Marauders? He's one of your patients? Yep. And apparently he overslept and still has a bunch of things he needs to get done around the house. Now he wants to send a helicopter over to the hospital to pick me up for a house call. Whoa, really? Just like that? Kinda presumptuous, isn't it? What? He's just assuming you'll drop everything the minute he texts? That seems pretty selfish. It's not like that. I mean, since he's running late, he figured it would be easier to set up the house call rather than mess up my schedule. Besides, he knows how much I dig helicopters rides. I think he did it as a favor to me, frankly. Well, that's fair, but I hope he's not expecting you to always be at his beck and call. Don't worry. He knows I have other patients, and if he doesn't, I certainly haven't forgotten that. I guess I'll catch you all on... Oh, good. There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Are we in trouble? No, actually, I have good news. At least I hope it's good news. I'm sorry to spring this on you last minute, but I wanted to get it sorted with administration, and the approval just came through. Whoa, slow down, Ines. Take a breath. Sorry, I'm just so excited. See, me and Angie, my girlfriend, we decided to elope to Hawaii. We're leaving tonight. Oh, wow. Congrats, Ines. But it wouldn't be the same without having you all there to be part of it, so you're all coming as well. I've even booked your plane tickets and hotel. Wait, you're inviting us to Hawaii? What about the hospital? None of us had any time to reschedule our patients, or find people to take our shifts, or... I've called in a few favors with the nursing staff to make it happen. They've rearranged your schedule so the next few days are fully covered. All you have to do is clear your cases by the end of the day and pick up a bit of slack in the clinic. I'll email you all the flight info tonight. Good luck, and see you at the airport. She walks away, and you turn back to your friends. Well, sounds like I'd better go visit Pedro now, so I don't miss out on a chance to celebrate Ines. See you all soon. As Raph leaves, the rest of you stand to leave as well. Sienna whirls on the group, eyes shining with nervous excitement. We need to start clearing our cases, Stat. I don't want anything to screw this up. Well, I have an idea that should motivate us to get things done quickly. How about a friendly competition? Whoever clears the most patients before we head to the airport wins. A race, huh? I could get behind that. To keep it fair, any surgeries I scrub in for can count as at least 3 regular patients. You know what? You're on. In fact, I'm confident I'm gonna beat you, that I'll I'll let you count them as 5. Nah, I don't need that much of an edge to smoke you all. As motivating as this display of ego is, I suppose I'll be the one to ask, what are the stakes? What is the winner yet? Let's say the winner gets to skip household chores for a week, bask in the satisfaction of glory, have the losers cover their drinks for the trip. You realize I'm an owner every Mai Tai, Margarita, and Blue Hawaii under the sun when I win, right? Yeah, go right ahead. Just remember that unless you win, you'll still have to pay for all that. Ooh, fighting words. Trust me, I'll be raising a glass to my victory on the sandy beaches soon enough. Santa frowns at her phone and then whispers to you. But the resort Ines booked us is at an all-inclusive. Shh, don't tell her that. So, first person to 10 patients wins? Works for me. Whoever makes it to the lounge first is the official champion. What are you all waiting for? I've got Hawaii in my sights. You emerge from the first consult with when you bump into Aurora in the hallway. Hey Casey, how's the race going? Well, I just finished my first patient, so it's going, I guess. Only one. I've already cleared a quarter of my patients for the day. Better pick up the speed if you want to split a cab to the airport, Casey. Smiling, she waves and heads off down the hall to her next patient. Feeling energized, you head down to the clinic to tackle your next case. So I was clubbing, and when I got an asthma attack, but when I used my inhaler, I felt a sharp pain and started coughing up blood. Oof. That sounds serious. Let's take a look at the x-ray, shall we? You pull up the scan showing your patient's lungs and a strange teardrop-shaped shadow in one of her bronchial tubes. What on earth is that? It almost looks like an earring? Oh, that's where it went. I've been looking for that thing since Saturday. What? How did you inhale an earring? I thought I felt something when I was making out with that guy in the VIP room, but I assumed he just had a tongue piercing. Okay, how did you get your earring in your own mouth? Could you get it out quickly, please? I'm going clubbing tonight, and that earring goes with my top. That is to be surgically removed. There is no quick... Maybe pick a different pair. Why? Let's put it this way, your earring has been sitting in blood mucus for the past 12 hours. That's not really a great look. Well, that's what Purell's for, right? Oh, for the love of Christ. Hey, while you're getting that out, could they check if I lost anything else in there? One of my charm bracelets is missing. Did it go through the number 2? After referring your patients to surgery, you go to grab another chart at the nurse's station. Quick check, rescheduling a patient's surgery for next week totally counts as clearing him from the list, right? Nice try, Bryce. But you only get payout points for the ones you scrub in for, remember? Hey, you didn't see how complicated that procedure was gonna be. I'd miss the whole wedding if I worked on that patient right now. I still can't figure out how he managed to get the paperclip inside his butt cheek. Yep. Wait, what? Oops. Pager. Duty calls. Find your next patient, clasping his hands as if in prayer. Oh, sorry. Roger, was it? I didn't mean to interrupt. Interrupt? No, this is why I've come to you. He holds up his hands to you, still clasped firmly together. Gonna assume he super glued them. I'm not sure I understand. They're stuck. My hands have been dry lately, so I started using lotion after I washed them. This morning I used the bathroom by my workshop, and I must have grabbed the wrong tube. He holds out his stuck hands, plaintively. Turns out the super glue is not moisturizing, not even a tiny bit. Don't worry, Roger. We'll get this fixed. A little solvent will help unstick that glue, don't worry. I'll get some right away. Oh, thank you. I'd shake your hand, but... Don't worry. I'll give you points for the thought this time. You're heading to the next consult when you hear Sienna's voice carrying out into the hallway. So, explain to me again why there's a Lego up your nose, sir? It's Greg! I wanted to see if it could fit, of course. Why else would you put a Lego up your nose? Because you're a child. Okay, but why would you put a flashlight up there? Isn't it obvious to see where the Lego got to? But then I tried to turn it on. I'll just go ahead and refer you to surgery. There must be a backlog of strange cases. You continue on down the hall, almost bumping into Elijah on his way out of a consult. Is there something in the water in Boston today? Every case in the clinic is out of the Twilight Zone. You too? I thought only I was getting the strange patients. Well, me, Sienna, and Bryce. My samples are in for testing for the next 3 hours, so I figured I'd head down, knock out some cases, and take the lead. but I spent 3 hours untangling a contortionist with muscle cramps. Maybe I should just call it a day and miss out on the win? If that's a tactic to put me off my game, it's not gonna work. From there, things just get stranger. Don't worry, sir. You can't get that sort of disease from, practicing your French kissing skills on a pillow. Oh boy. That's why we generally don't recommend using pepper spray to season your food. Okay. So, Mr. and Mrs. Lorney, did your nipple piercings get stuck together before or after the bungee jump? Oh, that's gotta hurt. By the time you stagger into your final patient's room, you're not sure what to expect. Doctor, I'm so glad you could fit me in. I've been having a lot of stomach pain recently. Some vomiting. Let me guess. You were trying out a battery acid juice blend cleanse? You would have tried bleach, but you were running low, so you improvised. No. Why would anyone ever do that? Sorry, it's been an interesting day around here, so recent vomiting and stomach pain? You examine his scans, lips, pursing, as you look for anything unusual, up to anything including earrings or pineapples. What? Did someone get a pineapple stuck somewhere? Everything here looks normal, no blockages or torsion, I can see. Have you eaten any raw or undercooked food lately? Would pink chicken meat count? My wife cooked dinner 2 days ago. I didn't have the heart to tell her it could have used a few more minutes. That could be it. I'll get some cultures to confirm. In the meantime, let's get you on some IV fluid to deal with your dehydration. Wow, this place is really efficient. Do you, always figure out things so quickly? Sure, at least when we don't need to pull out a needle-nose pliers. I'm pretty sure I don't want to know what that means. You hand off his chart and realize it's my last patient. I wonder if I managed to pull out the win. Pull out. But you race to the lounge, meet with the others as planned. You get there only to find... Yes! First past the post. You smile, hasn't even faded when Jackie bursts in, grinning widely, though her smile fades fast when she sees you. Wait, seriously? I thought for sure I had this in the bag. Afraid not, but cheer up. You can buy me my first pina colada when we get there. Well, you and I have some time to kill. Want to get some shopping in before the trip? Personally, I want to look fire on the beach. Is that the part where I tell you that you'll look fire no matter what? I mean, I'll definitely take it, but actually I was thinking that it's been a while since I've had a chance to even hit the beach. My nearly naked wardrobe could definitely use some updating. Good point, but I doubt we have time to go try on suits before the flight. The swimsuit shop has all their stock online, and their stuff is great. I can pick up your stuff with mine on the way home if you're interested. It's been a while since I picked out a cute beach look. Buy some gorgeous new beachwear to show off on the shores of Hawaii. Sunshine Daydream. Bit weird, but okay. You know what? I could use an upgrade. What do you think of this for me? Oh my god, you would look incredible in that. You have to get that. Later that evening, after a frantic burst of last-minute packing, you and your roomies pile into a cab at the airport. When you arrive, you see Ines waving you over. You all made it. I'm so glad. I knew you'd be able to get everything done in time. She leads you over to a larger group of doctors, which seems to include almost everyone you know at the hospital, all chatting animatedly. I'll say hello to Baz and Zaid, the diagnostics team, Raph and Bryce, diagnostics team. As you approach, Ethan notices you and nods. Harper smiles while Tobias is practically beaming. Do we always get travel perks like this at Edenbrook, Casey? Is this like a line item on Bloom's budget sheet? If it isn't, maybe we should petition him to add it. I'm just happy for the chance to reset. We all deserve a break right about now. Speak for yourself. After all the time on suspension, I was feeling eager to get back to work, not take more time off. trust you, Ethan, to be the only one person in the world who hates vacations. I mean, I do too, but meh. Hates is far too strong a word, and of course I wouldn't miss Ines' wedding for the world. You're interrupted by Sienna coming up beside you and tugging lightly at your arm. Come on, Casey. Ines has boarding passes for all the roomies, plus Bryce and Raph. She's waiting for us near the security. By the way, if my voice is kind of meh to you today, it's because I'm losing it. Get over with Sienna, brimming with excitement, line inches forward towards the scanners until suddenly... Oh no, it's not here. Where is it? Where's what? My liquid's bad. It isn't where it should be. It is in the top of my suitcase. Take it easy. We don't even need to get it out yet. No, you don't understand. I have a super rigid packing system, so I know exactly where everything is. It helps me not to forget anything. And the bag isn't where you usually put it? Oh, no. Oh my god. What if I can't find it before we go through security? I'm gonna hold up the whole line. Or worse, what if I've somehow left it at home? I'm gonna be in Hawaii with no toothpaste or shampoo or... Deep breaths, Sienna. Look again. It's gotta be somewhere. If you usually put it near the top, it probably isn't far off. Just unzip the bag a little more and feel around inside. I already did 5 times! Here, let me try. I have a longer reach than you do, and I can rummage around the bottom. But it wouldn't be at the bottom. I was packing at the top near my vacuum-compressed packing cube, and... She breaks off in surprise as Aurora, delving deep into the suitcase, pulls out the missing bag. Oh my god, Aurora, thank you. You saved my life. Yep, no big deal. I'm sure it just got bumped around on the drive over. Of course, I'm just so used to everything being where it's supposed to be when I pack. Wait, things not being where they're supposed to be. Oh no. We're patient. Everything here looks normal. No blockages or torsion I can see. Oh my god, I've got to get back to the hospital. I think I made a huge mistake on a diagnosis. How bad was a mistake? Possibly life-threatening? I need to get back and fix things right away. But the flight's going to leave soon. Can't you just, I don't know, call somebody? We're moving so fast, I don't remember the patient's name. As soon as he finishes his treatment, they'll send him home. I've got to get myself there if there's any hope of catching him. Getting back to the hospital as soon as possible would be way faster than trying to sort this out with a nurse over the phone. At least take somebody with you. If you're going to miss the flight for this, you shouldn't have to wait by yourself. Ask someone close to you to come with you as you race to save the patient. You hurry back over to Ethan. Of course I'm going to pick Ethan. Even he was like, I don't want to go on vacation. Ethan, I need your help. I think I may have misdiagnosed a patient, and I need to get back to the hospital to fix things, but... You don't even have to finish your sentence. Ethan nods briskly and then ducks out of the security line and makes a beeline for the exit. We'll take my car. I left it on the short-term parking. It'll be faster. Thank you, Ethan. You're a lifesaver. Leaving Jackie, Sienna, and Aurora to explain things to the others, you and Ethan head out. After a tense rush back to the hospital, the two of you hurry into the room where you left Vic to finish his treatment, but he's not there. Let's be systematic. I'll go through the files at the nurse's station and find your patient's information. You head to the lobby on the off chance you can catch him there. Thanks, Ethan. That's a huge help. You hurry towards the elevators, bouncing on your feet as you wait for them to arrive. I hope I'm not too late. You burst in the lobby and breathe a sigh of relief. Vic is almost to the doors and is clearly surprised to see you there panting. Dr. Valentine, can I, help you? Actually, I'm here to help you. I want to order one more scan. Sometime later, you've paged Ethan, and together you're showing Vic the new scan you had taken. Good catch, Casey. Even seeing it now, I might have been tempted to write it off as a scan anomaly. It is pretty far off from where you'd expect to see it. Sorry, but what are you seeing? It just all looks like guts to me. If you look right there, that's your appendix. It's extremely inflamed. So you're saying it's appendicitis? Why didn't you see it before? You didn't have any localized pain, which is the most common symptom, and usually the appendix is in the lower right quadrant. Yours is all the way over here, not even in the visual range of the first scan. I realized only after I left that I hadn't seen an appendix on your scan. It was the problem all along. It was hiding from us, literally. Well, now I'm even more impressed with you. I must have found the best doctor in this hospital. That's very kind of you, Vic. But my misdiagnosis put you at risk. I feel like I should have caught it the first time, no matter how unlikely it seemed, or at least not assumed it was food poisoning. Because it was hardly a rash diagnosis. Between indications of food poisoning and the lack of appendicitis-specific symptoms, I think any doctor would have thought the same. Your friend is right. The important part is that you saved my life. Anything leading up to that is just a hiccup, as far as I'm concerned. Thanks, Vic. I suppose I'm worried that I rush things whenever I have to catch a flight. I get a little anxious. Ah, you say rush, I say efficient. But a flight? Were you on your way somewhere? To Hawaii, actually. For a colleague's wedding, but we can catch the next one. Wait, both of you ended up missing your flight to help me? Please, let me return the favor and help you get there. It's kind of you to offer, but I doubt you'll have more luck with the airline than we will. Haha, I will when the airline is my private jet. Wait, what? Ethan's eyes widen and then narrow in recognition. I thought you looked familiar. You were at Bloom's hospital dinner. Then you're... the CEO of Crytek Enterprises. I know Leland a little, play golf with him from time to time. It's why I came to Edenbrook, actually. Letting you borrow my jet is the least I can do, considering you missed your flight for my sake. Please, let me thank you. I mean, if you insist, that's incredibly generous. A little too generous for me. Let me call the airfield and set it up while I'm waiting to head into surgery. I have someone right now who has an inflamed appendicitis, but they keep arguing they just have stomach issue. It's been a couple weeks now. When's your stomach issue gonna go away? Nah, it's not appendicitis at all. Less than an hour later, you and Ethan arrive at the hangar and are escorted on board Vic's jet. Wow, Vic's really letting us use this? Man, I'm surprised at the level of generosity. Most patients aren't nearly this effusive with their thank yous. Too bad Vic wasn't one to buy Edenbrook instead of Bloom. Huh, I'm leery of any tech mogul being at the helm of a hospital, but right now I certainly can't disagree. We should celebrate. Let's pop the champagne. It does seem appropriate to the occasion. Ines' wedding or the plane? Both, honestly. Ethan hits the call button and a pleasant-faced flight attendant comes out. Hello there, what can I get you? 2 glasses and a bottle of champagne, please. Also, if you could do the little whole thing with Tony Stark and flight attendants dancing, that'd be great. What? The whole bottle? If we're planning to celebrate, we might as well do it properly. The flight attendant leaves, eyes twinkling, while the two of you take your seats in the huge leather recliners. She returns with the champagne and glasses, pouring for each of you and leaving the bottle with you. To Hawaii. Also to Vic, Ines, and us. I can drink to all those. You both drain your glasses, smiling. This is excellent champagne. Vic must keep this plane well stocked. Well, all the fun for us. Good evening, passengers. We've cleared to take off. Please take a seat, straighten your backrest, buckle in, and relax. You do so, sighing in satisfaction as you settle in the larger seat, leather seat. Ethan takes a deep breath and exhales, relaxing. You must be used to this sort of thing. Getting flown around in private jets by rich execs, I mean. It doesn't happen as often as you think. I've had a few first-class tickets paid for, but private jets are a rarity. And considering this one doesn't even have any strings attached, I intend to enjoy it fully. You and Ethan chat about work as the plane takes off and climbs to altitude. You watch the clouds pass by the window until you're high above them. We're cruising at altitude. We'll feel free to get up and move around the cabin. Our estimated flight time is 12 hours, and the weather forecast for Hawaii is sunny skies. It's funny, reaching cruising altitude always Feels like the real beginning of the trip, you know? Like we're really on our way. To tell the truth, I feel the same. Which is why I think another glass of champagne is more than appropriate. Agreed. To private jets with no strings attached. Laughing, you drain your glasses once again. So a 12-hour flight, what are we going to spend our time doing? I take it you didn't bring a book? I can read books anywhere. If I'm on a private jet, I want to see what it's got for entertainment. Explore the main cabin, soon finding a large theater-quality screen and equally theater-quality sound system on the wall. Turning on the system, you start browsing, your eyebrows raising at the sheer length of the list. I think this in-flight movie system is every movie I've ever heard of, and more than a few I haven't. Do they have any selection of classics? Wouldn't mind rewatching a few of my favorites. Not only do they have classics, but they actually have new releases as well. Some of these movies are still in theaters. Theaters, I remember when I last had free time to visit one of those. I know, I haven't in weeks. Weeks, she says. This might be the perfect time to catch up. Or the perfect time to watch something more obscure. I do like finding hidden gems from time to time. We'd better pick something. My vote is classic noir. You both peruse the list of classic films, Ethan pointing out a particular favorite. Oh, Got Under My Pillow Remastered is supposed to be excellent. But Witness Murdered was truly some class acting. And of course, if you haven't seen Death in a London Fog, it's really a similar work. Ethan, we'll be in the air for 12 hours. We could probably watch all of these. You're not wrong. It must be the sharp doctor instincts in play again. You kick back on the leather seats and start up Gun Under My Pillow and glorious 4K big screen and surround sound. Glorious. Yeah, okay. How did I know that the minute the bodies started piling up, I'd see your face at my door again? Lucky for you, Max, I have a pretty face. Max, I'm gonna write you a check with more zeros than you've ever goddamn seen, and you're gonna get the hell out of town. There ain't enough zeros on the check that come up to my pride, Tyrone. Take your check and eat it. Admit it. This is your inspiration for whenever you deal with Bloom, isn't it? You're not wrong. Max, now Tyrone is dead. We can run away. We can go to some other city far away from this horrible place. You killed Tyrone, Nora. Doesn't matter how far you go, the stench will always follow you. But Max, I love you. I did it for us. There's no us in a town like this, sweetheart. Bang! A gunshot rings out, and Nora collapses. Max drops his pistol and walks off into the fog. What? What? Okay, that was stupid. Oh my god, I didn't see that coming. The shootout in the Hall of Mirrors was whoa. It is a classic for a reason, and one of my favorites. I can see why. Can we start the next one? I certainly won't argue. Without the movie to distract you, you suddenly realize how tired you are. A plane like this has to have a bed, right? Let's see if we can find it. Sure enough, you find a small but comfortable-looking flat bed in the rear of the plane, tucked in its own little alcove. It looks very inviting, except for one minor detail. Oh, I guess I thought there'd be two beds. Shouldn't this, if we picked Ethan, shouldn't this not matter? You take it. You worked hard for the solve, and you've earned a night's rest. I'm happy to take one of the recliners. Well, I'll take the bed if you join me. Ethan raises an eyebrow, and a slow smile spreads across his face. Is that an order, Dr. Valentine? I prefer the term command. Well then. He lies down on the bed, smiling as you climb onto his lap. Intertwining your fingers in his, you kiss him fiercely on the mouth. Ethan. You yell, as in one smooth motion, and he flips you over, pressing against you. Your position's reversed on the mattress. I thought recent events had proved you that I don't take well to being told what to do. Even when it's me issuing the demands? Rather than answering, he kisses you again, his mouth hot and hungry against yours. You sigh, wrapping your arms around him. Never breaking the kiss, you tug his shirt from his pants and over his head. He quickly undresses you as well. Ethan, please. I want you so badly. Kisses you again, utterly dominant and pressing you into the mattress as he pushes your wrists over your head. When suddenly the lights flick on and you and Ethan freeze in place. Oops, pardon me. Someone must have hit the call button by accident, I see. That's, I think we're fine. Thanks, good night. Flight attendant bows and takes her leave, the smirk on her face, hinting that this isn't the first time she's dealt with amorous passengers. Well, perhaps we should hold off on any further activities. It's a little hard to be discreet here. Alright, but I hope we can continue when we arrive. I'm happy to continue them at any point. We have some privacy. For example, if we keep things under the covers. Laughing, you both slip under the sheets, wrapping your arms around each other, kissing and caressing until you both drift off to sleep. The two of you arrive at the airport in Hawaii the next morning, both fully rested and refreshed after a long journey. You're making your way to the baggage carousel when... Wait, isn't that... Sure enough, as you look where he points, you see roommates and the rest of the Ines' party stumbling off their plane, all looking exhausted and a bit fat up until they notice you and Ethan already standing there. Casey, Ethan, how did you get her? Did you miss the flight? Nah, Scotty beamed us up. We did, but turns out my patient was one of Bloom's friends. He actually loaned us his private jet to get here on time. Seriously? How the hell did you two get so lucky? Why are you just arriving? We figured you'd arrived long before we did. Nope. Not with our delays. We were sitting on the plane for 2 hours. 2 hours. Yeah. And we're talking 2 hours in economy. No giant recliners there. And then it turned out the plane was busted. So we had to go and get it on another one. So we're more than a little envious. Next time you miss a flight, take me with you, okay? You and Ethan exchange a smile and a wink. I'll try, Jackie, but I'm pretty sure that Ethan's my first choice for travel buddy from now on. As you and your friends step through the airport doors, a warm island breeze envelops and welcomes you, the tropical sun shining down and warming your skin. Oh, it's so beautiful. God, is this real? Someone pitch me. On second thought, don't. I want to enjoy this. Me too. I can't believe we're all here celebrating Ines' special day in paradise. Leave your problems behind and celebrate Ines' love in the next chapter of Open Heart. So, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. It'd be greatly appreciated, and please consider becoming a member of this community by hitting that subscribe button. Without further ado, thank you all once again for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out, and have a good day. Bye.